Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Wolverine, forget the kick, he wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. The Badgers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in hole.
There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. that makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move to get room. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick completion to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Badgers.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And the Badgers get enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, a lot of space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wisconsin has failed to finish in the top 25 for 5 consecutive seasons. Now in the second year of the Luke Fickell era, the Badgers eager to get back to their winning ways.
Man, can they get back to that physical brand, man? When Wisconsin was in the top 25, like Reese was talking about, it was physical teams that could run the football. You think about Fickell, that's what you thought about with Cincinnati. Jesse, can they get some of that back, man?
Yeah, great defense, running the ball, and just being smart. And when games are on the line, doing the small things to get those wins. It comes down to the tiniest details. There's talent in that Wisconsin locker room, but they've got to put it all together.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Edwards. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Creates a little space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. Got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. It's a running room. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mason. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anthony. The Badgers have a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Badgers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
That's caught. It's Marsh. 20, he's got space.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great... Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Oh, better look out. It's a seam wide open. Powers through. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Working well behind the sticks on second down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a crease to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Punch it out of the air. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus your.
And they'll fake it again. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Quick release on the RPO. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the play fake. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's O'Leary. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. with yet another